Welcome to Morning Coffee Thoughts with Chuck Oliver.
Just how far will $1 million get you in retirement? This is an interesting article. I want to welcome you to Morning Coffee Thoughts. My name's Chuck Oliver. I'm quoting Charles Sizemore from the editor of Peak Income. He said he was browsing Yahoo Finance for historical dividend data when he got an advertising pop-up asking the question, right? He said, I closed the ad, but I had better things to do to watch some financial advisor making a spiel. He said, but it did make me stop and think for a minute. How far would $1 million get a person in retirement today? Well, let's play the numbers, he says. The 10-year Treasury yield now is under 1.5%. A 10-year AA rated corporate bond yields about 2%. And if you really hunt around, you can find a 5-year CD paying close to 2%. Going 20 plus years on the yield curve, he says, you can get a yield of over 3%, but 30 years is a long time to hold a non-government piece of debt. Looking back that amount of time, right, Sears and JCPenney at that time looked pretty healthy. Still, if you shop around and are willing to accept moderate credit risk and maturity that isn't that far into the future, something in the ballpark of maybe, at best, a 2.5% yield is doable. On $1 million portfolio, 2.5% gets you a whopping $25,000 a year. That's below the U.S. government's official 2019 poverty line of $25,750 for a family of 4. See, most people work their entire lives and never come close to accumulating more than $1 million. And yet, invested in bonds, you would technically be poor if you wanted to live off that income, especially folks adding the fact the 4% rule, if you took the risk of the ups and downs of the daily turnarounds and topsy-turviness of the market, that's at best maybe $40,000, and who knows how much longer. See, it's imperative that people learn how that there is the ability to have double-digit potential returns that have exceeded stock market historical performance with taking no downside risk, but only upside opportunity. In other words, when the market loses, you don't lose, you don't give back any prior year's gains. And designed correctly, you can also get a return of tax because the money grows without tax, and you can use it without tax, and you can pass it without tax. And I can assure you, taxes will be a thing of major focus, especially when the next Democrat gets in office. Here's to you protecting what you've worked so hard for to live off of and pass.
Ready to learn more? Visit retirementprotected.com. That's retirementprotected.com.